what I want to talk about, since this Sink the Planet ride is about riders from all corners of the world celebrating sort of the connectedness between all of us as riders, wherever we may be. You know, we're doing this joint ride together in a show of unity. I think we should talk about that. You know, I think I should anyway. You know, I don't tend to get all preachy, but I don't mind sort of preaching about the importance of rider unity, man. You know, and I see it playing out here in our local community. I mean, certainly every day I see it, but I think that there are some things going on here in our local community that are further kind of straining the relationship between various different riders. And got a couple more minutes here before we hit the road. But when I say different riders, I'm talking about cruiser riders. I'm talking about sport bike riders. I'm talking about scooter riders. Like there's not a cohesive sense of unity, I don't think, between all of these different riders. There's elements of it, but I think on a whole there's strained relationships between different riders. And it's silly if you think about it, man. It's super, super silly because it's all based off of what you ride, you know? And I see cruiser riders who are not giving any respect or love to sport bike riders. I see sport bike riders doing the exact same thing. And I'm generalizing. Obviously, there's pockets of love. There's certainly instances where you see riders coming together, but I also see a lot of just disrespect between one another, you know? Scooter riders. I see a lot of motorcycle riders dissing scooter riders because they're not full-on motorcycle riders, you know? And that's why this morning, here it is, 4 o'clock right now, Saturday, August 6th, 2016. That's why this morning when I woke up, I seriously, last night I was all ready to go. I was like, and the only thing I didn't decide on was which bike I was going to take, you know, because I do have the 2002 Honda Shadow Sabre and the 1979 Honda Goldwing GL1000. I was like, which one should I take this morning? And I woke up this morning, and it wasn't until I got into the garage and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take either. I'm not going to take the Shadow. I'm not going to take the Goldwing. You know what I'm going to take? I'm going to take the wife's scooter, man. You know what? For real. I mean, I better put my money where my mouth is. You know, I mean, I better not just talk the talk, but I need to walk the walk, man. You know? I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, just riding a certain type of motorcycle and coming from that perspective. Like, I love two wheels, you know? Motorized two wheels, man. And I came from the 49cc world. This is a 49cc bike. And I ride this thing, you know? I mean, you know, it's mostly the wife's, but I ride it too, man. And let me tell you, when I'm on the scooter and I'm riding around town, more often than not, I get love for motorcycle riders. I really do, you know? And I don't know what it is, but I see scooter riders who are... and I don't know if it's that they are scared or I don't know what it is, but I see scooter riders who don't even look in the eyes of motorcycle riders, you know, because they're, I don't know what the reason is, but they don't wave back. They don't give motorcycle riders any love. Let's get on out of here and get on the road with all of my brothers and sisters from around the planet. Sink the Planet Ride 2016. But yeah, I don't know what it is about scooter riders, but there's a lot of scooter riders, and I think it's out of ignorance. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. But a lot of scooter riders, they just don't give any love back to motorcycle riders. I've seen motorcycle riders wave at scooter riders, and I think it just takes them off. It takes them by surprise, you know, catches them off guard. I don't know what it is, but all of that to say, man, I just think that we need to, I mean, break down some of these barriers. You know, I really do, because we are all out here sharing in this experience. I don't care what you ride, whether it's a cruiser, a sport bike, an adventure bike, a dual sport, a scooter, a trike, a reverse trike, whatever it is, where you're not inside of a cage, you are sharing in this experience. You have a love for freedom, for being uncaged, you know? I mean, as cliche as the whole freedom thing is, I mean, it really is apt, because there's no other word really that describes it quite as well as freedom. When you are in a cage, you are trapped. You are protected, but you are also trapped. And those of us who are riders, who are willing to risk being outside of the cage, know the benefits of being outside of the cage sort of outweigh the claustrophobia of being in the cage. You know what I mean? I mean, whether you're a scooter rider, a moped rider, a trike rider, a Can-Am Spider rider, man, I mean, you all understand what it feels like. You understand the thrill, you all understand the freedom that we have as riders. And I just think that we need to give love to one another, man. Love and respect to one another for sharing in this experience. And I'm not, you know, come on, man, I'm okay. I mean, geez, I mean, there's nothing wrong with some gentle ribbing, you know, and some friendly competition, you know. I mean, geez, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that you know, helps keep things lively, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with some friendly competition, you know, especially when it comes to brands, you know. You know, there's people who sort of ride for their brand, you know, and I'm guilty of that myself. You know, I love Hondas, you know. I talk stuff to the family members who ride Harleys. But it's all with love, man, you know. It's all with love. I love Harleys, you know. I'd ride on a Harley in a minute. And what happened up over here? But you know, it's out of love, though. It really is. It's coming from a place of love and respect. So I just I don't know. I just think that in terms of real negativity, I mean, we need to squash that stuff, man. We really, really do. It's upsetting to me. It actually hurts me. It really does, man. Something happened over here. Some drama. Damn. Car's all up on the curb. See, I got to get out of here. That might have been a drunk driver, dude. I mean, what the hell was he doing way up on the curb? I don't like being out here at night downtown, man. But yeah, all that to say, you know, unity in the riding community, I think, is what we need, man. And let's squash the beef. Let's support one another. And let's all celebrate and help one another as we all engage in this experience, as we all partake in the riding experience and share in that experience with one another. So anyway, I'm going to do some riding here early morning in beautiful Denver, Colorado. It is nice and brisk and beautiful as I sync the planet with my brothers and sisters from around the freaking planet. So anyway, with that, my friends, my people, continue to ride with confidence, head up 100%. Yeah, the SoopaBee.